All right, today's workout is about helping you trying to get your glute med strengthening better. And we're going to focus on using the crab walk, and I'm going to show you how to modify that to work on some eccentric glute med strengthening. So this is for people who've got weak glute meds, they might have had a tendinopathy, had some pain, had some problems, and the strength is the issue. So eccentric work on glute med works quite well, but it's a little bit finicky. So I'm going to show you what to do. You need one of these loop bands, and I'm going to show you the crab walk. So if we start off with the loop band, I would go on in like level 1 around your knees. Okay, if you go around your feet, it gets harder and harder and harder. So this is the easiest part. Level 1, level 2 will be around your ankles, level 3 will be around your feet. So let's start off with this. Instead of doing a crab walk like this, so instead of doing that, because that focuses on a lot of concentric part. If you imagine my glute med here, if I lift out, there's the concentric part. This one here, which I want to do eccentric on, just comes in really quickly. Now if you do that, if you go concentric in, you're just working on the power outwards, you're not focusing on the inwards or the control part. So what you can do is you can slow the crab walk down, or you can do this. What you focus on is being a little bit more upright to start with, and then you go out with this one, and then this side here is the one you're trying to do the eccentric glute med work, meaning you're going to go into adduction really slowly. So from here, you hold it out and then come in. Okay, so what you don't want to do is come out and just boof, let it come in like that, because the band is tugging it in. Now if you don't resist that, you're not doing any strengthening work. Okay, so from here it's about coming in. So we're working on this side eccentric. Of course this side does the concentric part. So this, again, you stretch the band, there's the load. As soon as I lift up, there's no load yet, but as soon as I lift up, there's the load. All right, so I've got to lift up, hold, and then in. Okay, try and keep the knee reasonably straight, not lock straight, but not too far bent, reasonably straight and reasonably straight at the hip. Tiny bend, concentric your part here, lift, hold, and in. Again, concentric, lift, hold, and in. So you're trying to slow that right down. Now, the interesting part about this is, on this side, when you're doing that, you're getting a really good isometric hold as well. So you're getting a bit of a double whammy with that. So how am I going to make that harder? Simply, you're going to put the band lower, which means the resistance is in a longer lever. Okay, the longer the lever resistance, the harder it's going to be for the proximal part joint up here. So if I put that down here, and this is where you've got to really watch how heavy the band is. Don't overcook it and make the band really tight, because you might find you wake up in the morning and your glute med is really, really sore. So this one here, again, watch how far you go, because if you go too far, you're not going to be able to hold it. All right? So just be a little bit more conservative, about that much distance, hold and in. And it's about how much you can hold it. So the band will probably determine, the type of band you use will be determined by how strong you are. And how far you go will be how strong you are. So when you lift, you've got to be able to hold it and then come in. So if you're going here and going, oh, the band's too tight, or you're stepping too far. So make it harder. So once you've mastered all that, you probably don't need to increase the band strength. You just put it lower and lower and lower. Once you've mastered the toes, then sure, increase the band strength. So this time, I would go right on the toes like this. Okay? So this point here, this then, the band's trying to actually pull you inwards. So you've got the level here just makes it way harder for your hips, and you get a bit of that extra external rotation, which is great for your glute complex. So from this point here, same again, over, then try and hold. And I find that's way harder. You feel that right up through the leg, over, hold, and in. And you may have to make slightly shorter steps for this, just till you get the hang of it and you get control, because again, that wants to just wham in like that. So you've got to make sure you get that control, hold, and down. And what you've got to think of is, try and think of like a isometric hold first, then the eccentric part coming in. So you go concentric over, lift up, isometric, eccentric coming in. Hope that helps. See you next time.